Hey guys, Michelle here from Meditation Sunshine Coast, and today I would like to go through the 7 most common obstacles to meditation and some ways that you can work with these obstacles to combat them and stick to your practice. So number 1 most common obstacle is probably sleepiness or drowsiness, so falling asleep during meditation. Unless you are using meditation at nighttime to go to sleep, then this can be a bit of an issue. So my tips are to sit up while you're meditating, so don't lay down, and also don't use your bedroom as a place to meditate, as your brain does tend to associate that with sleep. And then the second obstacle that we're going to talk about is restlessness and impatience. So the opposite to falling asleep, we can quite often feel a bit restless, a bit impatient, especially if you're not used to sitting still for long periods of time. So ways that you can work with this is you can give your body a bit of a shake to release some of that energy. You could go for a walk, you could do some physical exercise like yoga and stretching just to help release some of that energy and then try again. A third obstacle to meditating is emotional responses. Sometimes we can sit still for the first time or your body's not used to doing it, and then all of a sudden these emotions start coming up. This is perfectly normal and it's best just to allow it. Let yourself cry, let yourself do what you need to release that energy and then try again. Of course, if the emotion does become too strong, then you may need to seek the advice of a health professional. Next obstacle is hyperventilation or hypoventilation, so dizziness. Again, if you're not used to practicing mindful breathing or some of the breathing techniques in meditation, sometimes it can feel a little bit challenging because you're not used to it. So there's a couple of things that you can do. So instead of breathing in and out through the nostrils, you could breathe in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And imagine that you're holding a straw between your lips when you do so. But I do find you do get used to the breathing practices in meditation. Just give it a little bit more time and practice. The next obstacle is feeling pain or physical discomfort. Now, there is no point sitting for 20 minutes or 30 minutes in pain and feeling uncomfortable because you're just going to negate the benefits of the meditation. So it's much better to get yourself in a comfortable position to start, or if you're starting to feel a bit cramp or a bit numbness throughout the meditation, just gently and mindfully move yourself a little bit. I know for me, I had chronic back pain when I first started learning to meditate. I could not sit cross-legged on the floor. I couldn't sit on a pillow. I couldn't even sit in a normal chair. So I used to sort of lay back in a bit of a beach chair. So do what is going to make you feel comfortable, okay? The 6th obstacle to meditation is negative connotations and guilt. Again, if you're not used to sitting still and doing nothing, we can start to feel a little bit guilty about this and feel like we should be being more productive. We should be, doing something with the kids or our partner or work or things like that. But I'm here to tell you that sitting still and doing nothing is actually very beneficial for you. It will make you more productive. It will make you less reactive. So in actual fact, wasting those 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes on meditation is probably going to save you an hour later on in the day of not being distracted like you normally would be because you've started up this mindfulness and meditation practice. And it is not selfish to look after yourself. You cannot keep giving to other people unless you fill your cup as well. So it's going to make you a better person all around. And then the 7th and final one is disengagement. And by this, I mean a little bit of a floaty off sensation, a little bit like you've sort of drifted off. And to be honest, there is nothing wrong with this either. It could just be that you've gone into that state between sort of meditation and sleep. And you can just bring yourself back by focusing on your breathing. I do say is that don't get attached to that floaty feeling. It can be a really nice sensation, and we can then get disappointed though the next time we meditate and it doesn't happen. So perfectly normal, nothing to worry about. Staying grounded is very good. So if you find you're drifting off a lot or floating off, make sure your feet are touching the ground when you meditate, things like that as well. Okay, I hope that has helped you in establishing a practice. If you've come across any of those obstacles when you've been trying, they're all perfectly normal, no reason to give up. And as usual, if you need any help in establishing your practice, feel free to call me, email me, check out my website, Meditation Sunshine Coast, and also my book, Cultivating a Calm Mind. Thanks guys, and have a great day.